No one noticed the dragon child. That was not strange. In the outer trade station of Virex 9, people learned very early not to look too closely. The station was old, loud, and full of beings from 100 worlds. Everyone rushed. Everyone survived. No one cared. The dragon child stood near a broken cargo wall, small and thin, his scales dull like burned metal. He kept his left wing tight against his body, always folded, always hidden. When people passed, he lowered his head. A merchant laughed when the child dropped a crate. A security drone scanned him and moved on. Even other dragons avoided him. Broken dragons were bad luck. But then a human stopped. Elias Ward was not important. He was a maintenance worker. Oil on his hands, tools on his belt, tired eyes that had seen too much space. He had learned to notice small problems, because small problems destroyed stations. And the dragon child was a small problem, trying very hard not to be seen. Elias noticed how the child leaned to one side. He noticed the pain hidden behind calm eyes. He noticed how the wing never moved. Most of all, Elias noticed something dangerous. The child was smiling while slowly bleeding. Elias knelt down, ignoring the stares. "Hey," he said softly, "that wing hurts, doesn't it?" The dragon child froze. Dragons were taught never to trust humans. Humans were weak, fast, and unpredictable. Empires used humans as workers, soldiers, and shields. Still, the child nodded. The wing was badly damaged. Old breaks. Poor healing. Someone had wrapped it once, long ago, then gave up. Who did this? Elias asked. The child answered with one word. Life. Elias helped him up. That alone caused whispers. Dragons were proud creatures. Helping one, especially a broken one, was strange. Elias took the child to a quiet repair bay. He cleaned the wound with care, hands steady like he had done this before. "I can't fix everything," Elias said, "but I can stop the pain." The dragon child closed his eyes. For the first time in years, someone stayed. Over time, Elias learned the truth. The child was not weak. He was hiding. Dragon law was cruel. Only the strong flew. Only the perfect survived. A broken wing meant exile, or worse. The child's family had left him on the station to recover. They never returned. But dragons did not know one thing. Human medicine was different. Where dragons use fire and force, humans use patience. Elias contacted old friends, smugglers, doctors, engineers. Humans no one important remembered. Together, they built something illegal, a wing brace, light, strong, human-made. When the child tried to move his wing again, it did not hurt. It worked. The dragon cried. The confrontation. That was when the dragon fleet arrived. The Dragon Council had detected the child's energy spike. They came to claim him, or end him. The station shook as massive ships surrounded it. The council demanded the child. Elias stood in front of him. "He's under my care," Elias said. The dragons laughed. A human protecting a broken dragon? Elias looked small, weak, alone. But humans were dangerous for one reason dragons always forgot. Humans did not bow easily. Elias activated the station broadcast. Every screen showed the truth. Records of abandoned dragon children. Proof of exile. Proof of cruelty. And proof of something worse. Human technology had fixed what dragon pride refused to heal. The council went silent. The dragon child stepped forward. He unfolded his wing. Metal and scale moved as one. "I am not broken," he said. "I was ignored." The station watched. The galaxy watched. For the first time, dragons realized something terrifying. Humans did not need claws. Humans did not need fire. Humans fixed what others threw away. The council left. The dragon child stayed. He trained. He healed. He grew strong. And Elias? He went back to maintenance work. But now, when broken beings hid in dark corners, they looked for humans first. Because humans noticed.